News 97 and 98 News Director Steve Ruba with you. You know, the Community Foundation for Oceana County is just opening up its new fall grant round. In other words, they're saying to basically local nonprofits, hey, what projects are you working on that you might need some funding for? That's what the Community Foundation is all about. They're the ones that you go to if you've got some projects you got going that need some funding. This is that time of year right now to put in an application to the Oceana Foundation, the Community Foundation for Oceana County. And let's welcome to the show Tammy Carey, who's the head of the Community Foundation. Tammy, thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Steve. Always great to talk with you and your audience about what the foundation is up to.
And it's not really that you have money at the Community Foundation, is it? You really just funnel the dollars, don't you?
Well, of course we have money at the foundation because we're an endowment for the whole county. So we hold all of these collection of funds that donors set up or nonprofits set up, scholarship funds and funds that support nonprofits, and also our most important fund, which is our Community Investment Fund. And that's our unrestricted fund, which helps us to support these twice annual community grant rounds. But what you were kind of thinking about, Steve, is that our donor advisors, and we have over 60 donor advised funds, they're always eager to help out when we receive these grant applications, when we share out with our donor advisors, hey, here's all the needs and requests for the county. They jump right on board and so helpful for helping with us, along with our funding, to help support all of those great projects and programs supporting Oceana County.
And it's not just chump change. I mean, you have two of these grant rounds a year, and in the spring, you had over $77,000 you sent out, didn't you?
Yeah, we had our biggest grant round ever in the sense that we had, I think, about close to 30 applications submitted. And we expect another vigorous round this fall because we allow our nonprofits to apply more than once in a calendar year. Say if they applied for something last spring and they had a great project, and now they have another new need or project to respond to the people of Oceana County, they can apply again to us. And through our Community Investment Fund and all of our donor advisors and some of our specific cause-related funds like the arts or the environment or youth or health, we are able to use all those resources to meet the needs of these nonprofits and community partners.
Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, that kind of leads me to my next question. Do you have a particular area that you're really going to be focusing on this particular grant round that might help the nonprofits? They might kind of craft their ask in a certain way that might help them.
Well, we really leave it up to the nonprofits because they're the ones that are working directly with the people and the communities across Oceana County to meet the needs. So they're the ones, they're kind of holding the pulse of what are the greatest needs and what are the greatest opportunities for Oceana County. So we tried to leave it broad and flexible so that they can apply to us for what they think is going to help their clients or their community.
Gotcha. But like you said, you do allocate certain funds toward, for instance, you say the growing mental health crisis among students. You see something happening in the community and you really try to battle that particular problem.
That's a good point, Steve, because sometimes what we find in these grant rounds is that there's themes that pop up. And in the spring, it was definitely mental health, and about a third of our money that we granted out went towards mental health needs in the county. And so when we see that happening, then we prioritize and say we really need to respond to this issue because our nonprofits are telling us it's a big issue. So there are times where our dollars are kind of leaning in one particular way versus another. Another thing that we have seen recently is access to the outdoors and recreation and those types of things. We live in a beautiful county, of course. That's why everybody wants to live in Oceana County. But folks really feel comfortable and safe and have discovered the outdoors. So we've been putting a lot of money into those types of resources, new trails, supporting new trails, supporting more amenities in county parks, all those types of recreational opportunities. And in fact, there's several big parks that are being developed right now that are exciting new assets for Oceana County. So we'll see some of our dollars going towards those types of needs too.
Yeah, I just interviewed the Manistee Community Foundation. They said the same thing. They're seeing a lot more of a push toward outdoor recreation. I think maybe COVID did some of that. People said, hey, I can go outdoors and I have a lot less chance of getting sick.
Yeah, it's funny. One of my favorite places to go in Oceana County is Gales Pond. It's a beautiful little serene place east of Hart. And, I kind of felt like it was my place. I would go there, hardly anyone would be there, at great little walking trails and access to look at a bridge over the pond and see wildlife and just kind of sit and reflect. And I saw more people than ever post pictures of themselves in Gales Pond during the pandemic shutdown. And so it was really neat to see that people rediscovered just how beautiful the outdoors is here in Oceana County.
So how can these groups that want to get a piece of the pie, what can they do to apply for this money?
We're opening up our grant application today. We're just putting some final touches on it. We will have a link right off of our website where folks can apply. If they have any questions about, I'm thinking about this program and project, I'm not sure if it's going to be the right fit, please give us a call and we'll walk you through that. If you have any trouble with accessing the application form or unsure how to answer a question, just give us a call. We're here to help. And we're not only here to help with money, but we're here to help you craft the application that will rise to the top.
Okay. Yeah, I think those applications have to be in by the end of this month, but you have to, there's a letter of intent is needed even sooner than that, isn't it?
Yeah, midway in the month, we ask that you give us an indication of what you're going to apply for. It's just a simple sort of pre-qualifying form so that if we have any questions or if we feel like you should, this is a great idea, but let's move in this direction a little bit, we can give you some feedback and have a moment to think about your request before you go into the full application. It makes it more efficient for us and for our grantees.
Well, this is great news. The Community Foundation for Oceana County opening up its fall grant round to local nonprofits. And Tammy, Carey from the Community Foundation, thanks so much for coming on and explaining it to us.
Happy to do so, and good luck, everyone.